Up next here on NEC Football on the Run, it is time for our Commitment to Success Spotlight, brought to you by Provident Bank. Commitment you can count on. Joining us this week is Robert Morris quarterback Anthony Chiccitt. Anthony, welcome to the Spotlight.
Hello, thanks for having me.
Now, Robert Morris is off to an incredible start this year, first year in a long time back in the Northeast Conference, 3-0 in league play. What has the journey been like so far this season for RMU getting out to this 3-0 start?
Let's say a lot of the success this year are returning guys from last year. And coming from the Big South, we knew we had a great team last year, and we added a couple of pieces this year. And going back to NEC, I think we had the confidence and the guys to, we had confidence that we were going to make a run this year and have a good shot at trying to get the title.
So how does, going into November football now, how does this year feel compared to previous years where this November you're going in with, the championship opportunity, FCS playoffs, it's all right there in front of you. Is there a little bit of a different feel right now in the locker room?
Yeah, there's a way different feel. We were actually just talking about it with coaches and, teammates in our team meeting this week. And saying that most of us haven't played meaningful football in November in a couple of years, maybe some of us since high school. So, we knew it was going to be this way. We're really excited for it. All year we've total belief in ourselves, so we knew we were going to be in the spot. Especially with the team coming up with Duquesne, we kind of had this one circled as a game that be very important for us this year. So I think the vibes in the locker room and just the team are really high, and we're really excited for the opportunity to play some meaningful football in November.
Certainly a big week coming up this week, and we'll get to that. But I want to go back to last week for a second against Merrimack. There was only one touchdown, but it
Yeah.
was enough. It was the 82-yarder to Sean Charles. What was the key to that play? What ended up being the game's only score?
Yeah. So all week, preparing for Merrimack, it seemed like, all year pretty much they were just a man team. So we were expecting man pretty much the whole game, and they kind of came out and, played a lot of zone against us, which kind of caught us off guard. But then finally in that second half on that play, they came out in man, and, we saw our matchup and we liked it. And obviously Sean, ran a great route, made a great play, made it easy on me, and, we took advantage of it.
Now, I want to give some flowers to your defense, of course, because they've recorded shutouts in back-to-back games, 3 of the last 4. So at what level of good is the defense playing at right now?
I wouldn't say good. I would say elite. I would say
Yeah,
like
no kidding.
elite. Yeah. I mean, but it's been back and forth all year. We picked them up a couple games, and then obviously lately they're picking us up a little bit. And I mean, we have some great guys. We've been going against them every day since August, and it's only made us better on the offensive side of the ball. And I think we're pretty good on offense. We've made them better. We do good on good periods during the week in
Yeah,
practice.
what's it like to practice against them during the week?
Well, I mean, I pretty much know what they're doing now. I've been going against Coach Plungus my whole career here and those guys, but yeah, it definitely makes us better on the opposite side of the ball, and I think it definitely makes them better when we have guys on our side of the ball that are probably up there as some of the best in the conference. So I think it helps out both ways.
Now let's talk a little bit about you here. When was it? How was it back as a kid that you fell in love with football and you knew that this was the sport for you?
Yeah, so I mean, it was my dad really got me into it. I think I actually started my first year as 6 years old. So, it was my dad and I out throwing in the driveway. I was just always hugely into sports. I actually played 3 sports. I played football, basketball, and baseball.
Okay.
And I did that my whole life. So going into college, it was kind of tough to have to choose one for me. But just offers wise and in high school, I just always I think I had a more passion for football. I just decided to play football. I love playing quarterback. I love playing the lead, like being a leader. I love that it's the ultimate team sport. And there's just really nothing like football for me, honestly.
If you had to play one of those other sports one game tomorrow, basketball, baseball, which one would you have a better shot in?
Basketball for sure.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Jumper's still there?
Yeah, I still play, in some summer leagues and stuff.
Okay.
But yeah, definitely basketball.
Now, how did your journey in football bring you to Robert Morris?
Yeah, so actually, I honestly never really thought I was gonna end up at Robert Morris. To be honest, I never visited for a game. I never went to a camp. Um, I was getting recruited, more by some Ivies, like so some Pioneer League schools. It was kind of very late in the process. I think it was like maybe December, January of my senior year, and at the time, the offensive coordinator, he's no longer there, but came and visited me at school and offered me actually a PWO, preferred walk on, and it ended up only being my only really Division 1 offer. So I mean, I knew that I could play at Division 1 level. I had some health issues in high school that kind of stunted my recruitment, and I was set on playing Division 1 football and knew I could do it. So Robert Morris is really the only school that gave me an opportunity, and I was forever thankful for Coach Clark for that.
A little bit of a chip on your shoulder?
Oh yeah, definitely a huge chip on my shoulder, especially I'm playing a lot of these teams that were interested in me, but never pulled the trigger on me. So
Right.
definitely a chip on my shoulder, and being able to play some of these teams and beat them and prove myself, it's been awesome.
Now let's get to this mega matchup coming up on Saturday. You mentioned it. You guys have had it circled on your calendar. We certainly have too, all us
Yeah.
NEC football fans. So we know that Duquesne number one scoring offense, your defense the number one scoring defense. So that's going to be a fun matchup to watch. But
Yeah.
on the other side of it, your offense versus their defense. What's the biggest challenge? What stands out when you look at that matchup?
Yeah. So I mean, Duquesne obviously a great football team, great defense. We've just been watching film, trying to prepare for that. It's obviously going to be our toughest matchup of the year. Um, so I mean, can't really give too much about what we're going to do on
Yeah,
off.
don't give out any secrets
Yeah,
here.
so
No.
can't do that. But I like our chances with our guys, Noah, Sean, our playmakers. I like our chances. So I'm excited to see how our offense, tests up against them since we've been struggling lately. But I have a good feeling that we're going to do pretty well and bounce back.
Yeah, we're all looking forward to it. It should be a great matchup coming up noon on Saturday, NEC front row. All right, we're getting to the final five questions. These are rapid fires. Just the first thing that comes to mind, let it out. All right.
Okay,
All right. Favorite color?
blue.
Thing you're most thankful for?
Uh, my parents.
Okay. Favorite snack or junk food?
Oh, that's tough. It's a Pittsburgh thing, but Sarah's chocolate. But
Okay. All
yeah.
right.
Hmm.
Speak. Speaking about Pittsburgh things, if they made a trophy for the winner of this Duquesne Robert Morris game to symbolize Pittsburgh, what would be the trophy? Would it be like a bridge or a Primanti sandwich, or what would the trophy be to
Yeah.
symbolize Pittsburgh?
So yeah, I am a Pittsburgh guy, so this is kind of a fun rivalry for me. But I would probably say yeah, probably a bridge or a Primanti sandwich or something like
Okay.
that. Yeah, it'd be
Can't
cool.
go wrong. And
Yep.
finally, if we surveyed your teammates, one word to describe you, what word do you think your teammates would come up with?
Laid back.
Okay. All right. Very good. But not on Saturday. You're going to be relentless. You're going to be out there firing everybody up. We wish
Yep.
you the we wish you the best of luck,
Yep.
Anthony. Thanks so much for joining us today.
Yep. Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
Anthony and the Colonials are in a mega matchup on Saturday at noon, NEC front row with Duquesne, first place in the NEC on the line. Be sure to check that game out and also check out the rest of this podcast, the NEC Football on the Run show, over on the NEC Overtime Pod. It's available wherever you get your podcasts. This has been the Commitment to Success Spotlight.